Good morning, students. Today, our class is Social Science, and we will start a new chapter, Unit number 4, Rajput Age. I will read today textbook, but main parts I will read. You will read in home the entire book. Okay, let's start. Parimal was watching a historical serial on TV in which he saw a place. A thought arose in his mind, are such places still existence? Who had constructed such palaces? Being curious, he went to his grandfather to get answers to these and other similar questions. His grandfather told him a few things like that is discussed below. Such places were constructed by kings in ancient times. We come across many such palaces, some of which are in ruins, while others are in good condition. There is a difference between the construction of structures in present times and the kind of work done in earlier ages. From these differences, we can make out the period during which a particular structure was constructed. Monuments constructed during the Rajput age can be seen even today. To know about the era means period of time, let us know about the main Indian dynasties of that time. First we will read rise of new dynasties. After the death of Emperor Harshavardhan in the middle of 7th century CE, many feudal chieftains and landlords declared themselves to be independent and founded new dynasties. Go to next page. I am not reading things to know, you will read it. Many dynasties came into existence. The main dynasties ruling North India were the Gurjar, Pratihara, Pal, Chalukya, Parmar and Chauhan dynasties. Among those in South India were the Pallava, Rashtrakuta, Kalyani Chalukya, Ched, Pandya and Chola dynasties. The kingdom of the early medieval period were divided into two parts, one North India and South India. Okay, let we read. Who is a feudal lord or landlord? The vast empire was divided into different provinces. The person who collected the revenue of a particular province, revenue means money, was or tax you can say, was called landlord or feudal lords or samanta. The landlord gave some portion of land revenue to the king. He kept the rest with him, out of which he maintained an army. He sent his army whenever the king needed help. In time, these landlords became powerful and feudalism or Samantashahi came into existence. Now we will read North India. After the death of Harsha, many kings ascended the throne of Kannauj. Among them, Yashovarma is considered as powerful ruler. After him, the Pratihara dynasty established its rule in Kannauj. They protected India from Arab invasions. Invasions means attack. Mihir Bhoj, who was also known as Bhoj, was the most powerful ruler of this dynasty. He fought many battles with the Rashtrakutas during his reign. Reign means time of ruling. We will learn about the Rashtrakutas later. The Parmar dynasty ruled Malwa. Ujjain and Dharnagari were the two main cities of Malwa. Dharnagari is known as the Dhar district of Madhya Pradesh at present. King Munj and King Bhoj of Parmar dynasty were not only good rulers but also good poets. They gave patronage to the scholars in their courts. Scholars means learned persons. Raja Bhoj or King Bhoj made Dharnagari the center of studies or Vidyanagari and established a university, Vidyapit, and for the study of Sanskrit literature. Many architectural monuments were built during this time. The Parmars fought many battles with the Chalukyas of South India. After the death of Raja Bhoj, the kingdom of Malwa weakened. Go to next page. Did you know? It is said that Raja Bhoj 1016 to 1053 CE suffered from brain tumor in his early age. In the early 10th century, he was operated on by two brothers from Ujjaini who sent him into a controlled coma using a medicine called Sanmohini. They then opened his skull and removed his tumor. Raja Bhoj survived this surgery and lived a healthy life. Let's continue. The rulers of the Pala dynasty and Sen dynasty ruled in Bihar and Bengal. The rulers of Pala dynasty had added Pala to their names, and so their dynasty was known as Pala dynasty. Many Rajput rulers of the Chauhan or Chahman dynasty ruled over various parts of Rajasthan during 7th and 8th century CE. Of them, on branch ruled over Shakambari, a place near Lake Sambar, which is to the north of Ajmer in the beginning of the 8th century. Ajay ascended the throne of Sakambari in the 12th century. He established the city of Ajaymeru, which later came to be known as Ajmer. The rulers of Chauhan dynasty captured Delhi, the capital of the Tomar kings, and established their supremacy. Prithviraj III or Raipithora was a powerful ruler of the Chauhan dynasty. He is unparalleled in the history of India. Many stories and folk songs have been written about his bravery on the battlefield. Chand Bardai, a famous poet, has written about Prithviraj Chauhan's valor in his epic Prithviraj Raso. We shall learn about the battle between Prithviraj Chauhan and Sahabuddin Muhammad Ghori later. The Gohils or Guhils of Mewar, who were later known as the Sisodia Rajputs, had a unique position in the medieval history. Medieval means middle history, middle time. It is said that Bappa Rawal established the dynasty. During the Rajput era, the Chedi dynasty ruled over Jabalpur, which is to the south of river Narmada. It is in Madhya Pradesh. It was known as the Chedi dynasty of Kalachuri, with its capital at Tripuri, present day Tiwar. In the medieval era in Gujarat, the Rajput dynasties of Chavdas, followed by the Solankis, ruled over Anilwada Patan. There were many valiant rulers, means powerful and brave rulers of this dynasty, about whom we will study later. South India. During the Rajput era, many big and small states were established in South India. After the demise of Pulakeshi II, his vast empire disintegrated into smaller states. The reign of many rulers of the Chalukya dynasty is noteworthy. The kingdoms of the Pallava and the Chola dynasty are also included in the states of South India. Narsingh Varma was a strong ruler of Pallava dynasty. The emperor of this dynasty were lovers of art and literature. The Kailashnath temple of Kanchi is the best example of Pallava architecture. Go to next page. The Chola dynasty also ruled in the south. Tanjore was their capital. The rulers of Chola dynasty attacked Ceylon and annexed many territories. Ceylon now means Sri Lanka. The Cholas had a powerful navy because of which they could attack countries even across the sea. Rajaraja I adopted a very systematic way of administration in his state. He started with the measurement of land and local self-government. Apart from them, the Rashtrakuta, Chera and Pandya dynasties also ruled in South India. So it is evident that many dynasties ruled at different places during the Rajput age. There were frequent battles between them to annex each other's area. Due to the internal conflicts, there was no unity among them. Foreign invaders took advantages of this. We will discuss the administration and culture during the Rajput era in the next week. Things to know: rulers of Rajput dynasty in medieval age. Utpala dynasty ruled in Kashmir. Salam Hajar Varma Vanmal Varma etc. ruled in Kamrupa, Assam. Nagabhat I, Devraj, Mirbhoj, Mahendrapala etc. were the great rulers of Pratihara. Shahiya dynasty ruled in Gandhar. Chandela ruled in Bundelkhand. In the beginning, Tomar ruled in Delhi. Delhi, it is called now Delhi. Rashtrakuta ruled South India with the fall of Chalukya dynasty. Rashtrakuta came to power. Rashtrakuta means head of a state or area. It is believed that the founder of the dynasty was an officer of the community and hence the dynasty was named after him. Out of many rulers, Govind III was the most powerful king. In the 8th century, he established a powerful kingdom in the Deccan. The Pandyas also ruled over South India. The Pandya dynasty is believed to be very ancient. Megasthenes, the Greek traveler, notes that female used to rule in this community. The inscriptions of Emperor Ashok also contain references to the Pandyas. The Pandyas rules present in Madurai and Trinalveli in Tamil Nadu. Cheras ruled over South India. Chera is known as Kerala. In ancient time, Kerala was the part of Tamil state. Later on, Kerala or Malayalam state separated. Kepalputra Rajya is mentioned in the inscriptions of Ashoka. Athens too was the first strong ruler of this dynasty. Cheran Setuvagan was a powerful ruler of this dynasty. Pride of Rajput rulers. Rajputs were very brave. They felt proud to give up their lives for their country, to die but never fear, to protect those who seek refuge, to speak the truth and fight for truth were their special traits. Rajput women or Rajputani were known for their chastity and fearlessness. They sent their husbands, sons, and brothers to the battlefield with a smiling face. They were so brave that if need be, they would fight on the battlefield. They preferred Jawhar to burn alive if their husbands were defeated or attained martyrdom in wars. The heroic stories of Rajput age are engraved in golden letters in history of India. So this part fourth chapter is completed. So we will meet in next class English. Okay, see you in next class.